How can we honor God while navigating a chaotic dating culture? We're going to talk about it tonight. Let's do it. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Not Safe for Sunday podcast. I am Josh, and we are joined tonight by a special guest, friend of the pod, friend of the church, Madison. What's going on, Madison?
Hey.
Wow, that was good. Good job. That was good.
Give the people some more than a hey. Come on.
I told you were gonna. The one thing you had to prep was your opening.
I know, but I overthought it.
So you went with hey. That was what you decided. Is crazy. At least imitate. Like, come on.
Hey guys.
So happy to be
I'm so happy to be here.
Perfect.
That's
perfect.
great.
Perfect. You've been mentioned on this podcast more than most, so
times.
you need to bring it. All right.
Okay. Are we gonna do it again?
Nope. What's up, Ken?
Hey.
No, you have to go. Hey.
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 That's like what was that? The Spider-Man movie, the animated one.
Into the
haven't seen it.
Spider-Verse?
Spidey?
Into the Spider-Verse,
Oh, okay.
yeah. And the uncle teaches him, hey. That was like that. Hey, Ken.
Hey. How's it going?
It's going good, man. How are you?
I'm doing excellent.
Good.
Thanks.
Daniel's joining me on the couch.
Woo-woo.
What's up, dude?
It's cozy, dude. It's
It is
cozy
cozy
over
over
here.
here.
I
You
kind
guys
of want to snuggle over.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be cuddling by about
Valentine's Day?
10-minute mark.
Cuddling
Wow.
buddies. Cuddling
Valentine's Day on the way? I don't know.
That's all right. I could do worse.
Wow. I'll take that,
Okay.
honestly. That's a great compliment.
All right.
Shout out your boy.
To the booth. Spencer's back. What's up, brother?
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Missed you.
No, I'm happy to be here. You know what? I know we haven't quite gotten into it, but can I tell you something about our guest?
Oh no.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love to. Yes.
See, I've been knowing Madison for many years,
Okay.
decades even.
Decades.
Decades.
Is she
It's
that
true.
old?
Oh, man.
So is he.
Yeah. I mean, I people think I'm in high school sometimes. Still, I got good skin. You
Yeah.
know, blessed like that.
What's
so
your
humble.
routine? What's your routine? Tell us your.
That's Sarah V. He's
No,
treating you well.
that's gotta be a Patreon exclusive.
We got you.
No, but I remember when we were young, going to CFC in New Bedford, the OG, I
OG.
guess.
Yep. Represent.
Madison used to do like these like interpretive like worship dances. Her and some of the other.
Really?
No,
Whoa.
And then I remember.
Come on, get up.
There's one that's really burned into my memory. Was when we were like youth group age. I didn't go to that youth group though, but I was around though because I was still going to the
It was
church.
too cool.
And there was this song called "Robot" by an artist named Triple
Oh,
E.
Triple E.
Dude,
Yeah.
I remember.
And Madison used to have
I
like
remember.
she was getting down. She was like Usher back then. It was crazy.
Wow.
And you know what's crazy is I thought I was the coolest person there.
I bet you were.
I got like
Hashtag humble.
I made everybody get like because I was like, we're gonna do a dance, guys. We're gonna honor the Lord with hip hop. And Jesus Christ, we love you, God. That's what we did basically. And I got everybody like matching Revolution Church, which is what our youth group
Oh,
was called.
yes. I remember
Hats.
this, dude.
Yeah, that was wow. Thanks, Spence. And you know what stinks is that's on the original Revolution Church YouTube.
We're going to put that in the
Oh,
link
yes.
below.
Yes.
We're going
Yeah.
to put in
Yes.
the link in the description.
Jake, pull up that video.
There's like merch videos and they're so
Oh,
cringy.
my
I was like
goodness.
14.
Revolution Youth.
He's going to pull it up.
Jacob, don't you dare.
I don't know if Jake can do two things at once. I'm pretty sure he can. Jake, I hope you're switching these angles.
It's all right, Jake. You don't have to really do it.
Why would Jake be switching angles?
Good
Yeah.
segue into John's not here.
Yeah, Johnny's not here.
Oh, John.
Johnny Digital.
John's not here.
Wah, 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 wah.
That stinks because me, John, and Jacob have such a special relationship.
Uh-oh.
True.
You know?
Honduras buddies.
Honduras buddies.
Did you find
Wow.
it, Jake?
Just get
All
out
right.
of there, man.
Don't worry about it,
I think
Jake.
you
Don't worry
know
about
better than to do this, Josh.
it. Jake, how are you?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah?
Thank you for asking.
That's great, man.
How about yourself?
Your phone's doing some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my
What
gosh.
is going on?
Stop immediately.
What is happening?
Stop what you're doing.
The people's champ. What's up, Jake?
The only
Nothing
one with a
much.
bachelor's degree in production.
I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm locked in.
Nice.
It's been a bit of a day. I have a guy coming over to change my tire right now. He didn't show up on time, so I'm a little off today, but I'm here.
We love you.
You're
Jake.
really going through it, dude.
Love you too.
We love you, Jake.
Yeah, Johnny, unfortunately, could not be here. He is pursuing his own degree. So
In media.
He's in class.
Yeah.
He's in class
Yeah.
tonight.
Good for him.
I also have a story from the past. Apparently, I've known Josh since he was 9 years old.
At least 9 years old.
So in talking pre-show today, we discovered that as Madison is a student teacher right now. She is working on towards her degree and her teaching license and all that. And we were talking about schools in the city of New Bedford and how I taught at Rodman. Josh
man.
goes, I went to Rodman.
I did.
We
go to
lined up
Rodman.
the years, and so I was probably Josh's art teacher for the spring semester back in the day, 1999.
1940.
99. Calm down.
40s, 50s.
Calm down.
And I'll just be honest, art was not my go-to.
Oh, I remember.
I'm sure you do.
You were a rascal.
Choked on my
Real
water.
humdinger. Gadzooks.
You scamp. You little scamp. Yeah, I certainly was.
I really don't remember, but that's okay.
I know you
It
don't.
was a long time
It
ago.
was a long time. I don't remember you being my art teacher, so
There you go.
I think that would have been like the first time I went to church. Hey, that guy taught me how to draw an elf.
We made macaroni necklaces in that
I
class.
did chow mein haystacks.
It's just wild, though. It's a small world, right? Like, seriously.
It is
Yeah.
a small
I mean,
world.
because I was there from, January to May. So, I mean, had to have
I was
crossed paths.
definitely there. Yeah,
Definitely there, and I was
Definitely
student
there.
teaching there, so that's wild.
isn't that 99? Right? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, 99,
I
that was
definitely
it.
There, dude.
Love their shrimp.
So,
That,
Shout out 99 restaurant.
There you go.
Golden Fever Wings.
what can the people do, Josh, who are listening and
Yep.
watching today?
You know what, Ken? I appreciate you. brother. Because what the people can do, they can go on and find us anywhere on social media as NSFS Podcast. Go on YouTube. That's where we put all of our videos, and you definitely want to watch this. On video.
100%.
The audio is great. The video is
You're missing so much.
oh yeah, it's near perfection as you can get. So
Except
go
for those
on.
10 seconds of silence, right, Madison?
I'm sorry, and I
jeez.
stand by it. As a listener, I stand by it. And I give you constructive criticism because
know what?
I
Cut
love
that
you
mic.
guys.
Yeah.
Cut that mic.
Listen.
All right, but when you do go on, please leave us a review, subscribe, leave a comment. Speaking of that, we got a couple comments from the last episode. I want to pull those up. We actually had a new person comment for the first time.
Yeah, shout her out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Madison? This isn't gonna work
Yeah.
out. This isn't gonna work out.
Some weirdo named Radbad commented too. It was like,
Hey, you know what's crazy is I didn't know that was my name on YouTube till you shouted me out.
So at Autumn Page 23.
shout out on page.
She says, I'm new here. This is my first impression of y'all, but I definitely want to see a Gail and Jake episode.
Hey,
Wow, dude.
we love it.
Amazing.
Which
First
is,
impressions last forever, even if they're 10-second silences.
hey, good call.
You
That's a
guys are
callback.
so
Wow.
sensitive.
That's a callback, Jake.
I had to cover myself.
Jordan DePina comments. He says, happy the podcast is back. The Drewski skit was funny to me because it wasn't all that far off. And he was also a fan of Mike Todd back in 2019, but with the crazy theatrics, he couldn't watch him anymore.
Dude, I got a Jordan DePina story. I've known Jordan for a long time, too.
Well, you got to wait till we have him on the pod. You can drop that one on him when he comes on. Wise Guy 852. I think that's maybe Bruce.
That is Bruce.
That's Bruce.
That's our boy Bruce.
Who is really able to do church right? We sit in a congregation of believers who already know Christ but rarely live in a non-believer, rarely invite the non-believer up to the altar. I love CFC. All churches seem to be off the Christian model, and I was saved outside of the church, and it's where I believe most conversations truly happen. Sabrina Angeli's here for Jake and Gail.
I don't believe we had 20 comments though. And
We
that
haven't got
that
to
was the
20.
threshold. So
No,
come on,
we
people.
Yeah,
haven't
but
got to
There's still
20.
time.
Deb commented like at least 5 times.
She gets
Mm,
20
okay.
comments on her own.
Yeah, facts.
Becca Marks, I think, is a first time commenter.
Yeah, Becca Marks. She said the
Okay.
loogie video is equivalent to Daniel being fed in India.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Good.
My mother-in-law said she had to shut off the podcast because she was getting so nauseous. She had to then fast forward past it, and then she was
Yeah.
talking to me, and she was making eggs, and I was like, "Oh, look, it looked like that." And she's cracking the egg. She's like, "Daniel, please." And she's. I had to leave the house.
She also said, I can't believe not one Benny Hinn video was shown.
Yeah,
Not even Benny
I mean,
Hinn and his lightsaber.
I mean,
Who
we
is that?
could have gone on. We could have shown hundreds and hundreds of videos, and that episode could have been hours and hours and hours and
Yeah.
weeks long. So,
What I will
there's only
say,
so
though,
much.
I already loved the fans, but I was very happy to hear how happy everybody was to have us back, to see how many
Yeah.
people watched that first episode of this new year was
Yeah,
phenomenal. One of our
Serena
best.
from Maine didn't even know we were back,
Yeah,
so
she
she
didn't
was
even know.
pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. You gotta get LinkedIn. Hit that bell. Get those
Ding.
alerts to your phone when we are out there, because we're out there.
I think Sean Caravano was a first time commenter too,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
He
let me
did,
see
Sean. Yeah,
let's
Sean
see
threw
what
it down.
Sean had to say.
Sean's actually echoed a sentiment that Daniel shared about having liked Mike Todd before, but then seeing some sketchy stuff later.
Yeah. Sean Caravana says, I remember before starting my walk with God, Mike Todd would always show up on my TikTok, and I really enjoyed some of the clips until one of them, he mocked Amazon drivers, and at that time I was working for them. It definitely felt off. Appreciate you guys shedding some truth on this subject.
Love you, Sean. I know you're watching.
We love Sean.
We do.
Sean.
That's a good comment.
Sean's a good dude.
We do love Sean. But tonight we brought Madison here, and Madison,
What are we talking about today?
Okay.
so we're getting towards the later season, the later cuffing season. We're getting into Valentine's Day will be coming up at the end of this week.
Can I share a quick true story?
Sure.
So this
Oh, man.
today, as we are approaching Valentine's Day, I went into Java Shack, which best coffee shop in Dartmouth,
Love them.
best one around,
Love them.
Madison close, and I saw this sign that Paige Bernier, now Paige Madeira, painted.
That's such crap, dude.
that-
That's such crap.
This new artwork.
I want a refund.
It says "I love you" a latte, and then it says "Love and Peace" Daniel Marks.
That's crazy.
I saw that today. I had to snap a picture of it.
That's
Wow.
crazy,
And,
dude. Who approved this?
Daniel,
So,
that's crazy.
Daniel, I knew.
We're gonna have to talk to the owners.
I knew, Daniel, you were more of a love and peace guy than a peace and love guy. I knew it in my heart of hearts.
That's cool. that
And
she
so now I
quoted
have
you
now I
like
have
that.
proof.
Were you in Ken's art class too?
This is crazy. This is an abomination.
Yeah.
I will have justice restored.
Well, I mean, talk to the artist Paige Madeira.
I mean, if you think
KB
about
art.
it, though, do you remember the Christmas
Paige,
one?
Paige, I'll talk to you directly right now. How about that? I let you in my house.
Oh
Okay.
gosh, here we go.
You walk in with Wendy's and Burger King and all this
Oh, here
fun
we go.
stuff at all times of the night. You've come over, I think it's been 11 p.m., midnight. I'm seeing you walk in the door. All right.
Here he goes with
I
his
don't need none of this. all right?
landlord.
Remember
Mr.
your
Man
loyalty.
routine.
Remember your loyalty, Paige.
Your eyes are really squinted.
It's crazy.
That's the Italian in him.
So yeah, I saw this today, and I had to snap a pic. I was pleasantly surprised.
I love that they keep quoting you on their chalkboard.
That I mean,
Yeah, like they quoted you for Christmas.
They did.
No, for the fall.
fall, yeah.
And then they're quoting you for Valentine's Day. It's like really special.
Wow.
Josh, we got to get a quote from you.
No, it's for me.
Taters over haters.
They got taters. You put that on.
Put that on the menu.
We'll put it as a Josh
Make a tater
special.
special.
I actually gave up caffeine. I think I'm done with caffeine for good, dude.
Really?
Yeah. I gave it up during prayer and fasting, and the headache was so bad for that
Yeah.
first week. I said I'm never going back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, good for
It
you.
was
Do you
so
feel like
bad.
you wake up easier in the morning?
I have been to bed at 6:30 every night.
You probably sleep better too.
Yeah.
It sounds like a miserable life, dude.
I
Have a
sleep-
coffee.
I sleep so
Sleep
good.
when you
dude.
die.
I'm in bed so early. I'm like, I'm sorry, I gotta go to bed. I'm
Crazy.
exhausted.
I gave up caffeine for a while, and I was like, it's so much easier to wake up in the morning.
It is great to wake
You
up.
sleep better too.
Yeah.
I swear you do.
I've slept phenomenally.
I mean, I don't know. I sleep great. I have
He has, like,
2 or 3
7.
cups a day, a latte, double shot,
Daniel.
espresso.
Love and peace.
I'm averaging like 11 hours, right? 11 hours of sleep. a
My,
night.
good for you. That's
Great.
probably why you have more
amazing.
energy.
I know, it's fantastic.
You're sleeping half the day.
Fantastic. All right, so back to Madison. So
Sorry,
we brought
yeah.
Madison in here. Like I said, we are knocking on the door of Valentine's Day, and we really wanted to have a discussion of how we can, as Christians, navigate basically dating culture now, which has really become hookup culture, and all of us are married, so we can't really talk too much about the dating culture. But we thought having you on to have this discussion would be definitely, we'd have a good dialogue going. So what do you think about that topic? What do you think about it?
Dating sucks. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. It's the worst years of my life.
Yeah.
I said to Brie, I think the only reason God has me go on dates is so I can tell the horrible stories to my friends, because they're just atrocious.
Let's hear some.
No, thanks.
Wait, one?
No, they're just always awkward, or like you said, it's like hookup culture. So as you're going into, like, someone starts pursuing you, but then like things get a little, they notice that you're serious. They're like, oh, but I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm like, you pursued me. What do you mean? I didn't go out seeking you. You came to me. So I feel like that's, and a lot of people that I've talked to, especially women I've talked to, that's like the common theme that I'm hearing, is that these men are going out of their way to pursue them, and then like they want to act like they're dating, but like not have those labels, which it's like all the emotional benefits. It's like having that companion without like the emotional responsibility of like being a caring partner.
Got it.
I think that goes along with like the dating app like culture. Like I don't know how many different dating. When I was growing up, it was like, I remember Christian Mingle was a thing. FarmersOnly.com, dude.
It's a legit site.
I'm sure it is.
They have the best jingle.
Yeah. So but now there's like a million of them, and then you got like the ones that are like Tinder is like, that is straight hookup culture.
Yeah.
Like you're only on Tinder if you're trying to hook up. You got Bumble. You got all these different, Plenty of Fish. Like there's like a million of them now, and what you're talking about when you're saying like there's no commitment. Well, why? All I have to do is keep swiping.
Right.
I can, if I don't want to commit to you, because there's something better out there for me.
Right. It's that instant gratification.
Yeah.
Or like that. I feel like it's also that constant, the grass is greener mentality. Like, oh, but there's always someone better out there. Like, so it's like scary to think about being with this one person when there could be someone better.
Yeah.
So you have you dated somebody from an app?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so my question for that always is the person in the picture on the profile, is that who they are, not just looks but personality, or is it like totally like done up? Like how janky are they when you meet them in person?
I mean, I've only ever met one person from an app, and his profile was like just weird pictures. It was like a really far away picture, and there was like a few sentences, but like my friend knew who they were, and that was like the only reason we matched.
Okay.
So I feel like I can't kind of speak to that because I haven't really actually met someone like through it. Like I kind of had someone like vetting for them, saying like, oh yeah, no, he's a nice guy, but the pictures weren't as nice. Like the pictures were nicer than he was.
Yeah, because when it comes to dating apps, I mean, I have like 10 billion questions because obviously
they're insane.
Obviously, that was not a thing when I was dating. I think maybe eHarmony was like a thing, but it was a website though.
Yeah, it was a website.
It was a website. It was not like an app.
I remember the commercials
or anything like that. And so like that was just my whole question is like, and as I was thinking about this episode is like, has that like totally hindered like in-person communication? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, dating before apps is that you actually got to like have a little game or, be able to talk to somebody, actually
Or,
be
like,
able to
have
hold
a personality.
have a personality, hold a conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
Has that like kind of, like put that behind like a wall that where you don't really need to, or you develop that slowly just because your first impression is not in person a lot of times. It's on the app, right?
Right.
How does that work?
I think it's like lazy. Like when I say like, oh, I met him and like the pictures seemed nicer, it's because the pictures seemed like they had a more fun personality than the guy that I met. So I feel like it's like social media. We portray the best version of ourselves on social media. That's literally what these apps are doing. You're creating a profile to essentially like a resume. This is my dating resume. Don't you want to hire me? Like,
Right.
don't you want to date me? So when you're on these apps and you're swiping through people, this is like the best of that they think of them. So and we all know that like, if you want to know someone, you don't ask them about themselves. You ask like their friends about them, because they're going to give you a more honest answer than like the person speaking about themselves. So I think it's just become like this over like producing like a nice profile and like not having the motivation or even like the energy to like keep up with that in person. So it's like, just, I don't know, people just seem lazy.
So do you think it like just produces like a greater chance of instant letdown?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because like you're going in expecting to see this person who wrote down that they're like a go-getter and they love to be adventurous, and then like you go like hang out and they're like, oh, so like what do you want to do? This is kind of awkward for me.
Okay.
I'm like, well, adventurous people aren't awkward.
True.
Oh
true,
man,
true.
and I would imagine it's tough because, like you said, Ken, back in the day before this, putting your resume out there and letting that be the bait, you had to literally have conversations and meet people and like find out what you had in common and then kind of go from there. But and I don't want to kind of go too long on the dating app thing, but the dating app thing is like a very like superficial, like you're going on looks and what they're telling you about who they are.
Right.
So that's it. So now when you get in front of them, now you find out, okay, well, he actually doesn't have a full head of hair. You know what I mean? That picture was from 20 years ago. And they're not as interesting as they think they are, or we don't have as much in common as they are basically portraying themselves to have. But I think I think the allure of it, and I kind of equate it to like right now, the very popular thing that's going on right now is like Pokemon cards, right? It's ripping. I don't know if you're in that space. I know.
Just like you said it like it was something new.
No.
I was like, I had them.
Yeah, no, not the actual Pokemon cards themselves, but Jake kind of knows what I'm talking about. Is the now unboxing and opening up those cards.
Okay.
It's the excitement of, I don't know what's in this pack, but I feel like I have a chance of getting something that I really, really want. And I think I equate this dating app situation to that. Is this person might be great. They might be the person, like I might really be compatible with this person, but what else is out there?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that hurts a lot of potential for good relationships, for good healthy relationships. And I think just having that in the back of your mind while you're in a relationship really just takes away from your investment in the relationship that you're in.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think it's like also like when you're dating as Christians too, it's a lot more than like what you can find on an app. So like when I'm going into a relationship, it's going to be more like also a spiritual connection and an emotional connection. There's like a lot more that I'm thinking about. So when I'm swiping through people on an app, it's so like you said, like superficial, and like, yes, attraction is important, but like I might grow to be more attracted to someone the more I get to know their spiritual life and their emotional life and like how they interact with people. Like I've heard of so many women that were like, I wasn't really attracted to him at first, but then I got to know him and he was great. So I feel like that gets taken away. Sorry, Spence.
Got any comment?
That gets taken away with these dating
You
apps.
Well,
sound
he's
like-
the resident handsome man of
I
the
know,
group,
dude.
so I mean, I don't think
You did not like that
I'm
comment.
flattered. I'm flattered. No, I know. I just thought that was funny.
It's true. Like a lot of women are like, oh, he's not my typical type, or like he's not usually what I would go for, or
Right.
I actually wasn't attracted to him at first, but he's like, he was so funny and he was so kind, and I love to be around him. Like that's what makes a person become more and more attractive.
Sure.
You can have a really handsome guy, and it's like talking to a piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
You know?
Trust me, I'm living it. I'm all razzle dazzle. I'm all razzle dazzle. I'm no looks. But what I wanted to get into next is so being a Christian woman, what are some of the challenges that you find yourself up against, like in this world of dating? You know what I mean? Like, what are some of the pressures that you feel like? Kind of open up about those things.
Sex.
Go off.
Great. No, that's
I
great.
think it's hard because even a lot of Christians don't want to wait to have sex.
Mhm.
You know, they don't want to wait till they're married, and that's always something that I've brought up right away. Like, I am waiting. This is a decision made a long time ago, and a lot of guys have been like, "Well, I dated you because I thought you'd change your mind," and it didn't
That was
work.
a good
So
bro voice. I like that.
so I always lead with that, and I'm like, you know, if all these people couldn't change my mind, you can't either. Like, this is the decision I've chose to honor God and, you know, honor that commitment that I made to God a long time ago. And it's difficult to find Christians, even Christians, who are okay with that. That has been my biggest struggle.
And it's a great point, because I think about this when, like, I think about this topic a lot. Is, are Christians potentially like rushing into marriage because they're trying to avoid that part of the sexual sin, right? It's something that I really rack my head around, because I hope that's not the case. But I think it's a real factor when you talk about things like that, because I don't want to let God down. Like, I don't want to sin. I don't want to be a hypocrite to my values that I have. But what's my way out? And marriage kind of seems like that scapegoat sometimes when we talk about dating, especially at a young, like when you see people getting married at such a younger age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like, and that's something I've like struggled with, because I used to always be like, oh, look at that Christian couple, they got married after like 3-4 months of dating, like, you know why they're getting married, you know? And
Right,
like,
that's a real
I'd
stigma,
be like,
though.
oh, I'm like, just like, come on. And I'd be like, that I never want that to be, I never want that to be me. But then I've, you know, gotten older, and I have watched.
You're like, 2 weeks, I'm good. Let's go. Get a ring on me. Let's head to Punta Cana, baby. Arriba, arriba.
Can you cut his mic? But like,
Hey, sex is like a fine wine. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, what a throwback, dude.
I don't know if you know that.
Oh, my
That is a
goodness.
throwback.
Let's get that on the Josh Shack board.
What was that?
Oh my goodness.
How about
I
like
remember what I was saying.
I would say the other pressures though would be like church dating in a church setting, because
Oh.
that's a whole nother round of pressures or
Yeah.
category of pressures.
Mhm. Yeah, I guess like with because people I love the church. I love God's people. You know, I know that they have the best of intentions, but I
Sometimes.
swear they can be worse
Yeah.
than the people that are out in the world.
Talk
'Cause
about it.
They'll be like, I've had, you know how many years in a row that people have been like, this is your year. I know it. You're going to meet your husband this year. And like my mom said it to me like 2 years ago. And I was like, Mom, respectfully, I don't receive that, because I've heard that every year for probably the past 5. So
You need the person that comes up to you like kind of like with the shakes. You know what I mean? You know, they're really, the spirit's on them. They're really feeling
Yeah.
it. And if they say this is the year, I mean, just get ready.
yeah, I think they're also like, they're people love to try to be like, what about this guy? What about this guy? And it's like the guy that I've already turned down, or like someone that I absolutely wouldn't be interested in, and now I'm uncomfortable because I don't want to be like, I'm not attracted to him. Or like people get offended. They're like, why don't you want to date him? I think he's a great guy. And I'm like, well, why don't you date him?
How's that work out?
I think it's one of those things, and we've talked about it on here, right? That people mean well, but
Yeah.
it's oftentimes like you're better off just not saying it than trying to solve a problem no one's asking you to fix.
Right.
You know, it's like when we had the miscarriage, and people, and we've talked about it on here, people that said comments that they thought were like helpful, and it's like, I'd rather you just like giving me a high five and walked away.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, just don't even speak. So I think it's just knowing that you don't need to have the answer. Like, you can just be there for somebody and not necessarily have to call to attention or try to solve the issue that they're having. Sometimes they just like need you to be like normal about it.
Or just be like, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll keep my eyes open for you.
Yeah,
Like, you know?
that's my favorite comment. Like, I'll keep my eyes open. That's all I want. Like, or yeah, that sucks. Like, I'm sorry. Like, or my favorite is when like I'm in a conversation with someone and I don't even bring anything up about like being single or like wanting to be in a relationship or anything like that. And they're like, don't worry, you'll find someone. I'm like, I didn't even say that. Like, I never said I was worried. Nothing.
Am
So
I
now,
giving
like,
something off right now?
Yeah. Why do you think that is? Why do you think people are so concerned with like your dating life?
I think that, especially in the church, because like you're kind of viewed as like incomplete without a husband. Well, a woman anyway. A man can be single for as long as he wants. Like I was kind of like dating this guy, and I remember we were having like a conversation about it, and I was like, I feel like people think that I'm just incomplete without a husband. He said, well, you are. And I was like,
My God.
I was like,
And that ended that one.
Dun, 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 dun.
I was like
Another one bites the dust.
absolutely flabbergasted. I was like, actually, I'm not, because God's will is going to be done. And if his will is for me to be single right now and do what he's calling me to do, then I don't think I'm incomplete. I have him. Like, God completes me. My husband doesn't complete me. Having a marriage would honor God, you know, becoming one with someone else and living in a godly marriage, but it doesn't mean I'm incomplete. I was fired up. when
Yeah.
he
You're like,
said
speaking of that, I think it's
Yeah.
God wills for you to
You-
be single right now.
That's something
Dump.
that like, and we try to be very intentional about the language that we use in church, just because I think there is such an emphasis on marriage that it really does kind of cause single people to feel isolated
Yeah.
in a church. You know what I mean? So when there's that great emphasis and that like that's like the utmost of, you know, all things that you can do as a believer is go get married, and yeah, it makes a single person really feels like stigmatized and like an
Yeah.
outsider. And so like I know I'm very intentional about just not trying to put such a heavy emphasis on it, though obviously it's important, but not in a way that it's going to like divide and
Yeah.
cause people to feel terrible.
And like, you know, Paul says it, like some people are going to be called to be single, or like, and when I think about that, I like think back on my life. Like I had a conversation back in 2021. I was like, I don't know, 23 at the time. And I was on a bus in Honduras, and I had 2 weeks prior decided to book that flight and go to the orphanage in Honduras and spend the weekend there because they had just opened the country back up. And I was sitting with a friend of mine who was 27 at the time, and she had just met like this guy, and they had just started dating. Who they're married now. And I was like, just telling her, I was like, Natalie, I'm like so lonely, and like this sucks. I hate being single or whatever. And she was like, Madison, I'm 27 and I just met a wonderful man. Obviously, I hope this works out, but I do not regret my life in the slightest. She was like, look at all of these like things I've been able to do in missions because I'm single. She's like, you have nothing tying you down right now. You can just, she was like, you just decided to come to Honduras for the weekend because you have nothing tying you down. You don't have a wife. No.
Oh, God. Thank God you don't have a wife. Amen.
You don't have
That's
a
for a
husband.
different podcast.
Next
How dare
episode.
you.
You don't have a
That's
husband.
definitely not safe for Sunday podcast.
You don't have children. Like she was like, you're young, you're able, and like this is what God's calling you to do. And she's like, what a beautiful freedom that you have right now. And I think about that conversation with her all the time when I'm like in those, you know, ruts where I'm like, Lord, you know, where's my Boaz?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, but then I think about, I'm like,
He's in your
Lord,
bed right now.
That's my dog's name,
Her
guys.
dog's name is
That's my
Boaz.
dog's name.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa. I thought we just dropped a bomb on this episode.
But I just think about that, and I'm like I got to go to Honduras for 3 months. You know, I got to,
Yeah.
I've been able to travel, and like I'm about to graduate school. If I was married, I probably wouldn't even be close to graduating school. You know, I'll start my career in September. Like, I know that God's will is going to be done, and his plan is significantly greater than mine ever will be. And he has me here for a reason. And I'm so grateful for the freedom that I've had from being single. And like, I'm so grateful to Natalie. Shout out my girl, Natalie, for those wise words. Friend of the pod. She's going to listen. She's really excited to listen. Just for those wise words, to like just go to the Lord with gratitude for all that he's allowed me to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really good point for our listeners to remember. Anybody that's going through this dating process is like you said, Madison, that's not whatever's God's will and God's plan is for your life. Not everybody, it's not cookie cutter for everyone. Mm-hmm. Like, marriage might be great for Daniel, right? Marriage might be fantastic, but it might not be for somebody else. You know what I mean? It might not be part of the plan. But that's because God is going to use you elsewhere. But you got to be open and receptive to that. And I think that's important to remember, that you might be going through a season where you're watching all of your friends get married and all that. So what's the always a bridesmaid, never the bride, that old saying? And it's like, and that might be true, and it might hurt. Like, the flesh might hurt in that point, but you got to remember where your heart's at. And if your heart's in line with God's, He's gonna continue to use you, and your day might come. Mm-hmm. And trust me, it's gonna be an absolute blessing.
This is your year.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I think that's an across the board principle, is that sometimes, like, we often disdain the season we're in. Mm-hmm. It's just who we are as people. You know, it's so hard to be content in the season that we're in when it's not what we think it should be, or where I saw myself 5 years ago or whatever. And so, like, definitely I think that singleness season is a hard season not to disdain. You know what I mean? But I think you just made a lot of really good points, that, you know, you being in school, getting through your degree, you know, your student teaching, all those things, the Honduras 3-month thing, all those things are way harder when you're married. You know what I mean? So to be in the place that you're in now, yeah, I mean, you honor God and you follow God, and that's probably why you are where you are right now. You know what I mean? And so that's a really great point. I think that'd be a really good point and a good thing for some of our listeners that might be in that disdaining their single season.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a real bonus that you get to live with your best friends.
Yeah, it is. You can get to watch them be in love every day.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe because you got to take them back to Daniel's house, dude. that's the real issue.
That will definitely put a cog in the wheels.
Hi, this is my mom and dad. I know they look great for their age.
Oh, man. So for the listeners, and even maybe if you want to talk through it for yourself, but like, when you are navigating, trying to find somebody that you're interested in, obviously we talked about using apps and things like that, but like, what are some of the principles that you kind of live by? What are some of the guidelines that you set up for yourself when you are trying to find somebody that you're interested in?
That's a really good question.
It is a good question. This is for all the men out there.
Yeah.
Well,
for all of you watching who are interested.
For all the eligible bachelors.
While she thinks about that question, though, regarding apps real quick, right? Is there one successful app marriage? Are you an app? You are?
Come on, Jake.
Jake. Because honestly, I don't think I had ever heard one. Yeah. And I'm not saying there isn't one just because I haven't heard it.
Yeah,
but in all the app dating stories I've heard, I had never heard like a successful marriage from one.
Before you do.
Cynthia and Grant, right, Spence?
Yeah.
Yeah, they met on
There's two.
Hinge. And they're a beautiful couple.
Jake, do you want to tell the story?
Maybe now too.
Yeah, sure.
I met him.
Yeah.
Does Connie want you to tell the story?
Yeah, it's not a bad
Connie's
story.
gonna cringe.
She actually blocked me. The funny story is,
That's perfect.
So
That makes so much sense.
yeah, she did for a long time, and so the way that Bumble, because we met on Bumble, I was on a few dating sites and
Sponsor the pod, Bumble.
Yeah. before I
Can I just is Bumble a Christian dating site or just a regular dating site?
Just a regular dating site.
Just curious.
It's a little like less serious than Tinder as far as hooking up, from what I know. It's more of like a settle down and have a relationship.
More on the eHarmony side of things.
Yeah, more on the eHarmony, just not subscriber friendly. You don't have to subscribe; it's free.
Yeah.
But it is on the verge of having women in control, where they get to pick if they want to talk to you or not.
Okay.
So it's not like a level playing field. So Connie had spoken with me and talked to me. I had like a stupid picture of me with playing soccer, And she was like, hey, like she tried to connect with me with soccer, even though she's never even seen me play in my whole life, really. And so then like, I don't know, we started talking, and then like, you know, the whole thing about, are you a Christian got into play. And I was like, I'm not.
Wait, pause for a second. This communicating that you're having with Connie.
Yes.
Sorry.
We don't cut nothing here. We keep it rolling.
This is keeping it rolling.
This was all happening within the app, or you guys have like met at this point?
Within the app.
Oh wow.
So we didn't actually meet until
the wedding day.
No, yeah.
90-day fiance.
Until we had, so she had unblocked me, and then
Married
we
first
started
sight,
chatting
that's the
again, and then she started bringing me to church. So then I started going to His Providence Church in Swansea for a little bit. That's kind of where I think I met God, and I, you know, found men that I can surround myself with. I think that's what it's about. You start to realize that, you know, with all these apps, you know, I was on several different apps and not really getting anywhere, and I didn't know what I wanted in my life. You know, and then through God, Connie actually was going to leave me at that church and go to her own way, her separate way, back to CFC with her brother. And then funny thing is that me and Connie kind of started connecting and realizing that we kind of wanted the same thing in life, which is, you know, a family, kids, and, you know, the Christian life that to build up on. So ended up working out. Marriage is a work in progress every day.
Sure.
Yep.
And
Has she blocked you since?
no, yeah.
That's great. That's great progress.
It is great progress. But I will say, like, it can be dangerous territory when you're on those apps, because you are exposing yourself to people who aren't real people, and you know, you're meeting up with people, you know, who only are there for your benefit. Like, I know I'm gonna say just a funny story. I went on like a date with this girl that like we went, and she's like, oh, you look taller in your pictures. And then all this, and then we sit down, and then like brought up like things that I was interested in, like aliens and conspiracies. And she's like, she tells the waiter, I just want my food to go. Like when she goes to the bathroom.
God.
So I literally, so she takes her food to go. And I literally, so what happened was, I'm like,
did you eat your meal by yourself at the table?
No, I left too.
No!
You left too.
I got my food to go.
You
So
should have doubled down, dude. Sat there,
Got dessert.
ate your Chili's, Chipotle,
Chicken crispers.
Was it at Chili's?
no, it wasn't. It was
Okay.
at a pub in Providence, and what I did was when I left, I actually tripped over a curb and dropped all my food on the ground. True story.
That's the worst.
That's a
So-
sad but great story.
That gets worse.
So yeah, that was whenever I tripped, I laughed about the whole night, which was a good way to react, because
Definitely.
it kind of was a
By
cap
himself.
You could have
to the
thrown
whole
yourself
night.
in the traffic after that.
But I'm glad I got to share that with you guys.
Oh.
So yeah, Bumble was the way that me and Connie met, and then God works in mysterious ways. I met the Lord, and then we ended up.
Yeah.
She ended up being into the whole adoption thing, and I was like, kind of, I don't know if I'm ready to be a father. And then God kind of was like, you're gonna have to give up a lot to become a father, but this is what I'm calling you to do. And I just stepped right in.
That's awesome.
Good for you,
So-
man.
Stuff.
How long have you guys been married now?
3 years.
Wow,
Good for
it
you.
feels like longer than that.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does. It does feel like
longer than
younger.
that.
It is longer than that. He got the date wrong.
I probably
I'm
did.
I'm just kidding. Hey,
I'm
take
just
it
kidding.
from one guy that got his date wrong when we were talking
That's
marriage
insane.
in season 1 or whatever that was.
Yeah, I have friends of the pod, Anya and Corey, who met on an app, and they're
Nice.
very happy. Yeah,
Okay.
they met
I
on
did
an
not know
app,
that about
and
them.
they're super happy. They have a beautiful daughter and a wonderful home.
I had
and-
never heard
I love
one.
them.
Yeah.
I had never heard one.
Yeah,
So it's good.
so I've heard success
Yeah,
stories
I've heard
for
success
sure.
stories as well. Like, I have friends who met like awesome people on Hinge, and then I made a Hinge and I projected it onto the TV
Oh,
with
it was
Bree
such a
and Daniel,
fun night.
and we were just swiping through people, and I was like, "This is the scariest thing for all these people."
It was
It's so
great.
Glass of
scary.
wine,
Wow.
bowl of
No, it
popcorn,
was great.
dancing
We
with
were all
the
just
light.
sitting on the
were
couch and
cracking
we're just
up.
reading through people's. And
Yeah.
we're dying
Oh,
laughing.
my goodness.
It was
Oh, man.
entertaining, but then I felt bad about myself after.
So,
We gave her a hug that night.
I went to bed and cried.
Deleted it.
so how do you find somebody you're actually interested in?
I don't know.
Where do you go? Yeah, that's. I mean,
Hey.
it's
I
probably,
mean, if I knew the
She's
answer
like, wait,
to
isn't-
that
probably
question,
Isn't that why I'm here?
yeah, that's probably it.
On a podcast,
Aren't you guys
obviously.
to help me?
I have had, oh my gosh, I've had so many people like, you just gotta put yourself out there more, and I'm like, I couldn't be more social than I
out there.
am. And also, you met your husband when you were 13, so I don't want to hear dating advice from you. Like, what? It's like always.
Out where?
Or
I always wonder.
stop looking. I get them all the time. It'll happen
yeah.
when you stop looking. I'm like, I didn't know I was out there with binoculars every day looking for this dude. Yeah, I don't know where to find him. Trusting in the Lord with that process.
Drop him in there.
I mean, I go to
She's
church.
waiting for a good meet cute.
I'm waiting for a really good meet cute. Man, it's gonna be awesome
What?
because of how long
What's
I'm
a
waiting.
meet
yeah, you
cute?
gotta explain that.
A meet cute is like how you meet someone. Like you bump into someone at a coffee
yeah.
shop, or
I
like
had to
Yeah.
go.
Your
know-
hands graze while you're picking up a
Yes.
dropped.
or you're in the hallway
paper.
in high school and you drop your books. He helps you pick them up. You know, it's a
Oh,
meet
okay.
cute.
That's a meet
like
That's
how,
what you guys-
how you meet.
Go ahead,
That's like
Spencer.
I thought it's like when
How'd you meet?
Oh yeah, I had a nice meet.
You had a
Yeah.
meet cute?
It's a I mean, it's a little bit. It's kind of funny. So this was back in like 2018, and somebody that I was friendly with at the time was looking for. She was looking for volunteers to help with this like church thing, and I was like, yeah, I'll go to the church thing. I'll be like,
I can
"Yo,
lift
you
4
wanna-"
chairs at a time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it was outside. There were no.
No chairs to put.
But I was like, oh, I'll go. Maybe I, kind of kick it to her. You go hang out afterwards. I was like, cool. I'll do that. That's the plan. So I went.
I think I know this story.
Oh yeah. I'm sure I've told you. So I went, and then as I'm, out and about serving, the kids and doing the things, Alena, my now wife, comes up to me, who I didn't know, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you should like come to church sometime."
Wow.
And I'm like, "Oh yeah, no, I've been coming to church like forever. I've been around.
I'm in here.
I've been around, and then we kind of just, I remembered her from there, and then I started seeing her at church, and we became friendly, and
That's when you
That was
guys
it.
met?
yeah."
That's insane because I've known them both my whole life and we all went to the same church. So
Yeah,
that's
that-
wild.
No, I never knew her.
that you
before
never
that.
crossed paths.
I knew her dad very well,
Yeah,
though.
everybody knows her dad.
But see,
out to
whenever
Lou.
I would see
Papa Lou.
pictures,
Papa Lou.
Papa Lou.
Love him so much.
I thought her and Sarah were just like little kids.
yeah,
That was like my only reference to them. So
Yeah.
they were just like these random
That's
little
so
kids
funny.
somewhere, and then
yeah. That was you to me, man. That huge age gap.
yeah, that huge, yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
Meet cute, dude.
I love that.
No, I had some good hinge experiences though. Some
What do
some
you-
Oh,
good-
you were on
Like
the
good?
apps?
Oh, I was.
You
I
were
was
on the
up there.
apps?
Oh yeah.
Let's hear about it.
Oh
you
yeah,
got?
yeah.
No, Hinge is the good one. I would say.
Hinge is the good one. Yeah, it's like the app designed to be deleted, but it's the one that I've heard
a great
most people
tagline.
met
It's a
on.
great tagline.
Great tagline.
Yeah.
We need a good tagline like that for the podcast.
No, I had some fun. I had
The
some fun.
podcast meant to be deleted.
Permanently.
Not that one. Not that one. Don't do that. Don't do
Doesn't
that.
have the same ring.
Don't do that.
No, I had some fun dates. Met some interesting women. There was this one I met. Her name was Brenda. I'm sure she's not. Probably
She
listening.
sounds-
I hope she
Oh.
listens.
Friend
today.
of the pod,
I'm gonna
Brenda.
call her.
No, she was real cool. She was a Christian, and we had met in person, and we had like gotten sushi at this place, and it was cool. It was real cool. But then we had made plans to go to the the Maverick City concert at the time, which was with Kirk Franklin, and I was like, all right. So I got the tickets, and I was like, I don't really know her like that at that point. I only hung out with her once or twice, and I was like, yo, I got the tickets if you just want to like Venmo me, like you can go. And she did not like that. And so I was at somebody's like quinceañera, and she calls me, and I didn't pick up, and she like sent me this big crazy long text message of like just saying all this crazy
Jake,
stuff.
can you pull that up?
Yeah. He actually
Text
sent it to
message
me,
from
airdropped it.
And then she calls me after that and was like taking it all back, and she was like, no, I want to go to the concert, and all this crazy stuff.
She showed all her cards.
At that point I had the tickets already, so we went to the concert.
Oh my God!
Oh, you
Okay.
got
You're a
lucky
better
on that
man,
one,
dude.
Brenda.
That is crazy.
Did she ask for MoneyGram?
No, she didn't.
Okay, but how much were the tickets? That's what I want to know.
I mean,
Because
they
I want to know
weren't-
if I'm on Brenda's side or not.
No, they weren't. They weren't cheap. They probably were between like $100 and $200.
Oh, okay. Asking for the money. Oh my gosh.
No, it wasn't like they were $20
if you're
tickets
like
or anything.
third date, yeah, no, we're splitting that.
Yeah, I'm saying. I thought it was a fair request.
What a Venmo me. But did you invite her? I need more details.
No, I don't think it. Like I wasn't.
You guys were
planning
just like, oh,
to
we
go.
should.
It was just like,
it
yeah, it was
came
just like a
up.
thing
All
we
right.
could.
That's
could
not
both
something
do.
I would expect to be paid for then.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it's like I mean, that's a.
We
We
should
should
talk
talk about paying. So we go on the first date, right?
Yeah,
Who's paying?
man.
Every
Next
time?
question.
Every
Maybe
time?
not every time,
Wait,
but in the beginning,
If
yeah.
you met on the app, who's paying?
The man.
If you met in real life, who's paying?
The man.
Really?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think it's biblical.
I'm
That's
all-
the safe. That's the safest bet.
Madison is
think it's biblical.
Don't
Madison
pay for
is,
concert tickets though.
Madison is very traditional when it comes to
Yeah.
I'm
when
all
it
for
comes
gender
to all
equality.
of that.
I'm not a feminist.
I agree. I agree. I
Okay.
agree, but it's just more of a personal thing. Like I offer to pay no matter who I go out
Yeah,
with.
me
So
yeah, I mean,
if I was,
always offer
if
to
I was
pay
going
for
out on a
people.
date, I would definitely pay just because I always pay anyway. But yeah, I mean, I think that's right.
See, I
think
do
that's
that thing where I pull out my wallet looking like I want to pay.
Yeah.
But then I wait
And
for
it's
somebody
no,
to
no,
say,
no, no, Let's split it. Let's split it.
I wait back
Yeah.
do that.
I had a
Poor
guy
Melissa.
look at me, and I said, "I'm not gonna pretend I'm gonna pay."
I'm sure. No wonder why.
It was ice
You're
cream.
striking out left and right, dude. No wonder why. Jeez.
Because it was like it was goofy though. Because he
Maybe.
laughed. He was already gonna pay.
Maybe switch up the strategy. Maybe you pay.
Ooh.
No.
Oh, dude. If somebody paid for me,
First
Wow.
of all,
You might-
I
you
am
might-
a full-time student. You think I can afford to pay for
That's
dates?
what credit cards are for.
What do they call that? Going Dutch when you split it? Is that what that's
Oh, yeah,
called?
go Dutch.
Go Dutch.
Dutch
Yeah.
oven.
It's go progressive, essentially.
Oh my.
Yeah,
goodness.
no. I like the first if we're getting into a serious relationship, then we can start splitting. But in that pursuing me
Yeah, I get
portion,
it. I get it.
nah, you're gonna pay.
Pursue me.
Pursue me when I want to,
To be
pursued.
What's a good
Great office quote.
What's a good first date look like nowadays?
I feel like people don't. No one knows the answer to this question because when I have talked to guys, they're like, "Oh, what should we do?" I feel like it doesn't have never dinner. I'm a huge dinner is not a first date thing
Really?
because
It's an interesting take.
it's too formal and I feel like there's just too much pressure.
Chili's
Like
is off the table.
I think a daytime date for your first date is the best way to go. It's
Wow.
less pressure. Coffee or even lunch or breakfast is a better meal to go for than dinner. Dinner feels like it's just too much pressure. It's also the most expensive. So if the date's bad, at least he's not coughing up too much money. You know?
Let's
Or
consider
if
it.
you have to pay for it,
Or
you're
if I
not
have to
coughing
pay,
up to it.
yeah.
So what is your quintessential first date?
Yeah.
If you could script it.
Take notes, man.
So he's filthy rich, right? And
I didn't say
he
who
flies
he is.
He flies me to Maui. No, I don't know. A first date, I feel like the atmosphere. My dream first date is an easy one. It's not super awkward. I don't care what we're doing. We could go on a hiking trail or whatever. Well, maybe not. It's a little unsafe being alone with a man in the woods. But or I don't know. We
Jeez,
can go.
You might
see
go
Bigfoot.
Get, go get coffee or matcha for me. You know,
Let's
or
go to the gun range.
Yeah, let's go to the gun range.
Gosh.
Or
you want to see my mom's basement?
Hey, that's my basement.
So low pressure.
Low pressure, something easy,
Easy. Okay.
just yeah, because then that's when you're getting a feel of your personalities, and you're both really nervous. So taking the pressure off of the first date by making it something casual and lighthearted and fun, I think is your best way to go. I don't care if it's a walk in the park. That's so cliche sounding, but just
Yeah.
something casual and easy.
It's basically an opportunity.
ice cream is
to,
a great one.
to have to take down the walls a little bit and just have some one-on-one conversation and
Yeah.
find out a little
Right,
bit more
exactly.
about
A movie's terrible because you're not talking.
Yeah.
And if the movie sucked, then you just sat through an awkward, awful movie. So I don't, and movie tickets are expensive. So you're essentially going to pay to sit in silence with
Man,
your date.
That's
Makes
true.
no sense to me.
yeah.
You gotta have something where you can interact. One of my first dates with a guy, it was the best one I'd ever been on. We went to Dave and Buster's. I had a blast. I won everything. I hit jackpot on every game.
That guy, he left 3 hours ago, but I was racking up those tickets. I left home. I got home
that
with a
ticket
plastic
booth.
spider ring.
But it was like such an easy
I still
day.
got the giant koosh ball.
I actually won a stuffed unicorn.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Want to know the best
We had so much
prize
fun.
I got at an arcade was Dave & Buster's. I got a signed 8x10 of Larry Bird with a certificate of authenticity.
Nice, dude.
Wow.
So
Dude, how long were you there? Holy
His
crap.
mom dropped him
my
off.
dad, we saved tickets for like months, but me and my dad
that's
would go and play
crazy.
pool.
You
and
could
then
have
we
bought
played
that on
games
eBay
as well.
and saved yourself probably thousands.
For sure.
The issue is
But
his
there's
mom
something
dropped him
about
off there
winning
3
it.
days ago.
Are you? Have you been vision casting? I can't remember which service it was I was talking about. I think I said at second. I think you went to first last week.
I went to first.
Is that accurate? Okay, so in the second service, I brought up the week before I was doing like the review of the series, and I said, "Oh, something I forgot to say last week is if you are looking for your significant other, if you're on that mission, vision cast just like you would with anything else. Like write down, like this is what I want. Be specific, in a person." And that way, when God brings a person, you know exactly who it is. You're like, all right, God. I mean, this is pretty accurate,
Yeah.
So have you ever thought about vision? I know you do vision boards, but have you ever thought about just secret journal? And obviously, it's not a very public thing. It's something that you.
It's not something posted on my bio.
No, it's not in your bio, but like the secret place type of vision cast for that, that person that you're seeking.
Yeah. All in the dome, I think. I don't write.
All right.
I don't write it down because I remember when I was like way younger. I was like 16 and I made a list, and then like 2 years later, I was like, I don't think anything on this list is what I want. So there's like no point in writing it down because it.
Yeah, but you
changes a
didn't
lot.
really know yourself.
But you
then.
did.
Now
Right.
you do.
Right. Maybe now like.
Your pastor's telling you to write it down. Write it
Right,
down,
you're right,
Madison.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I think
God have
that
mercy.
Do what Ken
I
says.
have
Thousand
made.
dollars.
Do you
a
not
lot
remember
of
the scripture in
mental notes.
Habakkuk? I mean, God have mercy. Write it down.
Make it plain. Make it plain.
This girl wasn't
All right,
listening.
my
That's
gosh.
Bible.
I wrote it in my brain.
Okay.
That's
In
not
the
how
filing
this
cabinets in
works.
there.
When your brain is that SpongeBob depiction.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just-
It's all on fire.
Everything's on fire. The cabinets
the
are.
name?
You
What's the-
you
what's
threw
the
out
name?
everything except breathing and fine dining. Great
Yeah.
SpongeBob episode. One of the best ever.
I did that when I started working
Table
at
for
Java Shack.
Hamana.
I haven't thought about that in years. That's crazy.
What a great episode.
Such a
dude.
great
So
episode.
good. But the answer is yes. I just never written anything down.
All right,
Like,
write it down.
especially-
Write it down.
Okay, especially lately, because like I talked to Brie and Daniel a lot, obviously, about like
Have you thought that might be the problem?
I think so.
I am single-handedly helping.
Okay.
He says I'm almost domesticated.
Listen,
Oh, jeez.
I called her a feral cat when she
Yeah.
moved into the house.
He said I will.
And I said, I will domesticate you. And I
Uh.
think we're about 85%
And
there.
Yeah, 85%. My room is cleaner.
Now you're a pet store
Yeah.
window cat.
She's about ready to be bought. Fresh on the market, boys.
I think certain advice might be good from him.
Right. No, there's a lot I don't listen to.
Okay, good.
I'm just kidding.
I
He's
do a
awesome.
pretty
He's
good
so wise.
Remember, I said I have a
I
very
know,
loaded gun coming
I
into
know.
this episode.
I have to be so careful because he
Don't be
seemed
afraid.
the worst
don't,
to me.
Don't be afraid of this guy.
You're putting that gun to good use.
But no, I've especially over the past year, and like we're gonna get a little. Don't let your head get big. But Brie and Daniel have such a beautiful marriage, and getting to watch them and like watch the way they interact with each other daily, watch the way that they argue, watch like I'm there all the time, obviously. So
who usually wins?
Brie.
Okay,
Uh,
that's what I thought.
So it works.
That's
No,
what I
I
would
feel like it's
expected.
pretty 50-50.
Okay.
Sometimes I get to ref if it's like a silly argument.
we call her the camera because
Yeah.
like, sometimes in the argument we'll just like look at
at
her.
me. Look at me.
like
Yeah, but
And
who
I
do you
feel
like?
like
Whose
The
side do you go
Office.
to? You must feel like really awkward.
she
like,
does a
No,
really good job.
I'm really good at being
Okay.
impartial.
That's good.
She'll just go with whoever's
Like,
right.
Brie will be like, I never said that. I'll be like, Brie, you did. I heard that. Or
Okay.
Daniel will be like, that's not where I left it. I'll be like, yeah, it is actually. So I'm always watching. I am the camera. But no,
Wazowski.
watching them like, and like their relationship and how much work they put into their relationship And that's made me realize a lot of what I want. Like, a lot of what I thought I wanted were just, like, kind of fun personality traits.
Sure.
But it's not, like, the more serious things that sustain a marriage that I'm getting to see with them.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to find somebody you're going to grind it out with.
Have you sworn off dating apps? Or are you just open to everything?
No, those were so scary. I didn't like those. You didn't. Sorry, 1920s. But
You would get postcards of women.
Yeah,
I saw that girl's ankle. She's mine.
we actually dated the old-fashioned way. We actually just spoke face to face.
Oh,
I know it's
that's
crazy.
awesome.
I know it's
But-
totally crazy, but
And if not, it was those cups with the strings attached.
You
across
ever been on
apartment
Omegle?
buildings.
Josh or Daniel, you ever went on Omegle in like middle school?
Yeah.
It was like a site where you could chat with or like video chat with
I think I
strangers.
remember that. I never used
Super.
This guy is not in your guys' demographic.
Super-
so-
He
is.
I
Yes,
taught
he
this
is.
guy in third
He
grade.
he taught me how to make
Super
clouds.
dangerous. Like growing up with the internet being like introduced, you get like such like unsupervised access. So we're chatting with strangers online,
Yeah, that was
and that's
bad
what
news.
dating apps feel like to me. Like you're not even
same
real.
strange
What was
like
this
it-
called?
the
What was
same
this called?
It's Omegle.
Omegle.
Omegle?
I can't believe Omegle. I don't know.
never heard
I
of it.
say
Never heard of
bagel. So
Bagel. That's so horrifying.
yeah. So it feels like. Or there was it was some sort of bot that you could chat with. I think it was.
Was it aimbot?
No, it was like. Bree would know the name because we used to hit him up all the time. And it was just like just chatting with some random robot, and you can make him do these things. It was like the first AI. Or whatever.
Oh,
Not
dude,
Jeeves.
that's-
Is it Jeeves? Ask Jeeves?
No, not as
All right.
Jeeves.
Dude.
It was something bot.
Remember that?
Really showing his age.
That's
there.
crazy.
Jeez.
It's the only
It was
pre-AI
something
bot
bot.
I know.
My goodness. Jeez was not a bot.
Yes, he was. Oh, they portrayed him as a bot.
They sure did.
His avatar was a bot.
Sure did.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
That's actually a new thing.
It feels
Like
weird.
there's like people are dating like AI. Like
Yes,
AI people
that's
now.
a
That's
thing.
Like
Yeah,
a
it's a
real
thing.
It's
People
so
people are
sad.
dating AI.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
marrying
Yes.
AI. Not
It's
even
so
joking
sad.
with you.
They bring a phone with like a body on the phone to a person that actually marries them.
Yeah, true.
In
true
China.
story.
Yeah. They're like, and you can
I'm
make
so late to the
your
game on
AI
this.
husband like
That's
be
crazy.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
That's crazy.
But this is
Oh
also
my
like
God.
speaks to like the lack of connection that we have because of dating apps and social media and like
Yeah.
nobody's talking in person anymore. So they're like, yeah, let me marry an AI bot because that's the only way I can ensure I won't get hurt. It's like it's so sad.
Well, I think we should speak to too is I think everybody's always looking for like every single box to be
Yes.
checked and
Yeah,
everything
that's
to
a
be
good point.
perfect. And it's like, marriage is work and it's going to require work and not every box is going to be checked and it might not be checked when you get married, but you're going to work towards like those things together, and that's the beauty of it. But a lot of people, especially this day and age, do not want to put in the work. And so if you're not what exactly they want, this beautiful image picture of everything at that exact moment, there is no working. There is no coming alongside and striving together. It's just, everybody's looking for this movie picture perfection or looking for something, like, oh, I wish I had what my parents had. Well, your parents have been married for 40 years and they've put in a lot of hard work to get where they're at, or
Yeah.
that perfect couple that you see, like you don't see what they have to do behind closed doors and all the work that they have to put in behind closed doors to get the marriage that you see. So it's like, it's one of those things. I think we don't acknowledge it enough, and everybody just wants, it's that microwave society.
Yeah.
Everybody wants it in 30 seconds, but no one wants to actually slave for the meal.
I shared the story before, but hosting Christmas one
that's a
year,
great
and I had some UMass students over from India. Didn't have anywhere to go for Christmas, and we just happened to just talk about dating because they're in their early to mid 20s and of that age. And one girl was just like straight up. She's like, I know that who I'm going to marry has already been arranged for me. And even though she's in America, she's going to go back and marry who's been arranged for her. And we were kind of like, oh, wow, like, don't you like frown upon that now? You've been in America so long? And she's like, no. And we're like, why? She's just like, because marriage is a work no matter what. You know what I mean? Because I could choose the person who like I really think is going to be the best. And if I don't work at it, that, it's not going to go anywhere. You know what I mean? So, and not that it means I became like this proponent for arranged marriage, but I just love the simplicity and the principle that she was stating by saying that marriage is work no matter what.
Yeah.
So like, you know, whether I was like found the perfect person or whether or not the person was chosen for me, I have to work at it. Marriage, you know, as you're just saying, is an everyday type of work. And so I just thought that was kind of a cool take on it, you know, from a totally different world.
And I think dating, it really changes as you continue to mature too. Like, because when you're younger, right, it's very like superficial. Like I don't
It's
need
like
to
playful.
I don't need to get too deep. And then as you get older, you really realize, all right, these are the things that I truly value. And I think at sometimes that ends up with you shared a meme with us the other day, Ken. It ends up with those people, the good man or the good boyfriend that you're looking for. You ended up friend zoning like 8 years earlier, and it's like, and now they're off and doing their thing and happy. And I think it's tough because you don't know what you don't know at that point. You know what I mean? When you're younger. There's got to be some discernment. I think we got to be a little more fair about what we're like, where we're taking our relationships from being a younger person into, I mean, young adulthood. Now you're a young adult, so
She's almost an old adult.
I know. I was just thinking that. One of my
Almost
students
an
said that the
adult.
other day,
Jeez.
and I was like losing my mind.
Oh,
She was like,
jeez.
"Oh, how old are you turning 30?" I was like, "No, 28. I'll be 28 in May." And she was like, "Close enough." I was like, I just had an existential crisis. It was terrible.
Do you find that okay, and like, you know, your life is taking, you know, such an upward turn in so many ways for like, you know, you're on the cusp of like all these milestones, you know, graduating, getting, you know, the professional job and all that. Have you found like in the last couple of years as that journey has unfolded and taken place that you like even maybe your standards, I don't want to say softened but perhaps like change, like what you think you want has changed or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. And like Brie and Daniel are so good at bringing me back down to earth. Because I'm always like, oh, I want to have a beautiful marriage like you. And they're like, we are not the people that we started dating. Like we had to, we put in years and years of work. Like put in work when we were dating, we put in work when we were engaged, put in work now that we're married. Like, so I think for a long time I had this unrealistic expectation of a perfect man that was just going to come in. He was going to be so spiritually healthy and you know, ready to lead and be the head of the household. But like that's not the case.
Pay for your dinner.
Yeah, pay for obviously every date.
Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's, you know, unlimited coins, tokens, whatever.
Swipes,
right? 'Cause
They
have
have
credit
cards
card.
now?
Yeah, they have cards. Sorry.
Even I know that.
There's no pennies, remember?
So, but yeah, I think a lot has changed. Or like I've always said like, oh, I want someone like, you know, a really masculine man, like, you know, chops down trees or whatever. Like, but as I've gotten older, well, that's what my dad did every year. He'd chop down trees for the firewood. But as I've gotten older, I've learned that like masculinity looks a little different for everybody. Like you know, I don't think I've ever seen you chop a tree down, but I've also never questioned your masculinity, you know?
I assure you he's done nothing masculine in his life.
I mean, I have.
But I don't look at you as an
Changed the
masculine
tire.
man.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
sure.
So as I've gotten older and kind of just understood people more, my standards have shifted. I wouldn't say that they've gone down, but they have shifted.
And I'm sure living with Daniel has just given you a whole nother view of masculinity.
is definitely different looking at Daniel.
I'm comfortable in my skin,
Yeah.
dude.
He's very secure in his masculinity.
I'm
No, I
totally,
know,
dude.
but it's probably like, you know, the contrast between like what you consider to be a real masculine man.
Yeah,
And then you
like
look at him.
I grew up with my dad. He's a hunter, you
He's
know,
crazy,
he did all
dude.
these things and 4 older brothers who did the same things my dad did.
Yeah.
And so that was like my view of a man for a long time, was this guy who can build anything and fix anything and you know, be this big macho guy. But just being out in the world and meeting other people, I'm like, oh, my family is a little more of a fixed, like a niche thing than
that's
I
a
thought
whole
it
thing.
was.
Hey. I mean, I fix things.
Yeah, no, Daniel
I chop
can
down
fix
trees.
so many things.
I
He's
do the
fixed a
yard
lot of
work.
stuff.
I do everything.
Yeah,
I do it all.
I was like, you know, that guy who, like, if you've ever seen him dance at a wedding, you would never think that he can do all the things that he does.
Break it down.
Like, no, it's so
It's so
scary.
perfect.
Madison gets horrified when I start dancing at weddings.
It's so scary.
No. But what the way what you're saying, the things that you're saying, it really brings back to mind. I don't know where it is in the Bible. I don't want to butcher it.
Jake,
but
fact check him.
I think it's something along the lines of when I was a child, I thought like a child, and now
Great verse,
yeah. Now that I'm an adult,
I put childish things away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's the progression that you're describing is from childhood to now. What you thought was what you wanted, what you viewed a relationship to look like, what you viewed marriage to look like, what you viewed masculinity or what it meant to be a woman or any of these things. Now that you've kind of grown and you've matured, you see, all right, this is actually more in line with what I'm looking for. And it's changed, completely different.
Right.
And I think a lot of the times too, it's like when you're in that waiting game, a lot of times, you're so stuck on the waiting. And this is for every season of life. I'm not even talking about dating, but in relevance to dating as well. You're waiting, and you're doing nothing in the waiting. Like in the meantime, you should be working on you.
Right.
You should be looking internally and saying, okay, what are the things that I need to work on right now that are going to take me to the place that I can be whatever I need to be for that next season of my life. So if you're a husband and you're not a father yet, well, there's things in your life that you need to clean up before you become a father. If you're a single man and you're not dating yet, well, there's things you need to clean up as a single dating man before you enter in a relationship. But instead we wait and we do nothing and we complain and we whine and we sit on our hands and we're not working hard and we're not fixing the things that we need to fix internally. Instead, we're pointing the finger at everybody else, blaming them. And it's like, hey, when the right thing does come along, you're no longer the right thing because you didn't put in the work you needed to be that right thing for that person, So I think we have to look internally and inward at ourselves and really do that hard work.
That's a good point.
Nobody wants anybody busted.
Amen.
I saw you cooking over there. I saw you you were just waiting for it.
Or I really like what the kids say today, chopped.
Chopped. Yeah.
Chopped.
I think if I got married when I was like a teenager, I was like married by 22.
Oh yeah.
First kid by 23, whatever. Like if I had gotten married at 22, I would have been a terrible wife. Like I would not have had a successful marriage. I could be divorced by now.
Yeah.
I think God knew it was going to take me a little longer to mature in the way that I needed to,
That's
like
good.
spiritually, emotionally, to understand like what being a good wife looks like, or significant other. Up until like, I think that, like obviously there's a reason. Like one of my least favorite things that people say is like, "How are you single?" I'm like, I don't know. Ask God.
That's such a
It's such a
question.
backhanded.
I make the men
I'm like,
pay
do you
for
want
everything.
me? I'm like, do you want me to sit here and list all my insecurities to you? Because I will. Like, it's the worst. I can't stand that. Or my favorite, and I've gotten this a lot. Like, it's because you're too picky. You're just too picky. And I'm like, sue me. I want to be attracted to my husband. Sorry. Sue me. I really want to like his personality. Like, there's obviously like those things, matter or whatever. But it's like I get like just like, oh, your feelings aren't valid because all of these guys have been interested in you and you haven't wanted them. So like you could be married if you wanted to be. I'm like, yeah, I could be in a loveless marriage right now.
And I'm settled. Yeah,
Loveless marriage.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Like I could be, and just like a lot of people are, and just going through the motions and be miserable.
That's a great
But
point.
I'm waiting for someone that I can see a future with and be happy with and, like live a godly life with.
You feel it feels like you're, I don't want to say comfortable, but it feels like you're at peace with where you're at right now. What's some advice that you can give somebody that's maybe not in this level of maturity that you're at and you're trying to find a relationship or in the dating game in general? What's some practical advice you can give somebody?
Only listen to advice or like comments from people that you would want to imitate their marriage.
Okay.
So if you see someone who, is they're constantly bickering and fighting with their husband, they can't stand being around each other, and they're telling you you're too picky, don't listen to them. Like that's something I've had to learn. Like I've heard a lot of comments about me and why I'm single from a lot of people who I would never want their marriage. And that's something that
Oh, glory.
I've had to learn like a
Like
lot.
thief in
So
the night?
if that's
For the record.
for the record. So if that's something that like you struggle with is like comments from people like, well, take a look at their life. You know, would you want it? And also surround yourself with the right people. Like I'm so blessed to have, you know, Bree and Daniel and like a lot of my best friends, like Paige, she's married now, and my friend Maddie's married now, and my friend Rachel has been married for a long time. And there are people that like can be really raw and honest with me, be like, Madison, I love you, but like you're being like
You're being
this.
too much.
Yes, exactly. Or like
Split that check.
Daniel, like I was talking to this guy last year and things had ended, and Daniel literally like sat me down and had a long conversation with me about like the way that I was in that, you know, short period of like dating this person. Like he was like, you brought in a lot of stuff that didn't need to be there, like all this anxiety and worry and like just expecting so much of him so early on. Like surround yourself with people who are gonna, you know, give you biblical advice, give you healthy advice, that love you and care about you, because without them I wouldn't be content in my single season. And I wasn't up until honestly kind of recently, like knowing that I am where I'm supposed to be and know that you are where you're supposed to be. You know, God has a plan and a reason, and we might never get to know the why for a lot of the things that happen to us or around us, but know that his plan is way better than ours ever could be. Like I wanted to be graduated before I was 27. Actually, I'll be graduating at 28. But like I'm so happy where I am right now, even though I'm still in school and I'm a little broke. Like I'm happy where I am, because if I had gotten the degree that I initially went to college for, I would hate my job and I would be miserable. I'd be making a little more money, but I'd be sad.
Yeah.
So just surround yourself with good people, and obviously get in your word. Like the closer I am to the Lord, the more content I am. The farther I am from the Lord, the more frustrated I am that I don't have a husband.
That's great.
That's a good
Good
word.
word. Good
That's
word.
good.
So as we wrap up,
That's like a KTT almost.
yeah, that is almost.
Gotta play the
KT.
music over
Do
it.
we have a Ken's tangible takeaway?
I mean, there's probably so many I could have. You know, my facetious one would be, you know, to speak to the fellows and say, hey, fellows, Madison's here's a beautiful young lady. She's almost 28 years old, and she's about to graduate with a degree in education. She's going to be a teacher. She's a real fine catch. No.
She can stay home with the kids on your vacation.
Yeah. Summer's off.
Summer's off.
No,
Every major
I would
holiday.
actually just kind of jump off where Madison left off. Is you know, contentment starts with your relationship with God for sure. You know what I mean? And I think everything is going to flow from there. So when you are, you know, really seeking God, finding your identity in Him, then you're going to be satisfied with your own personal worth and value. And I think that's like the first step in healthy dating. Is you got to, you know, because if you're not comfortable or you don't understand your own personal worth and value, then you're going to be looking, you know, for compensation from the person that you're looking for, and it's going to be, you know, unhealthy.
Right.
So seeking God, you know, being content with Him and your identity in Him, being comfortable with who you are, personal worth. And then I think, too, we definitely underestimate the value of just being able to, like, sit and talk and laugh with somebody. You know, we're so externally focused, and I think the apps go a long way in conditioning us for that. So, you know, if you can't be friends, really good friends with the person that you're courting or that you're seeking for a spouse, marriage is going to be difficult because it's a long haul, and you know the looks will slowly fade, and you know the kids will move out someday, and if you can't just be friends with somebody and just laugh and have a good time with, so you know, focus on some of those little bit more simpler intrinsic things, and then you know, just practical, like nobody wants anybody who's busted, and I say that wholeheartedly. I'm not joking around. I mean, you need to take care of the outside too. And I'm not saying this about you by any means. You know,
Definitely
just
not.
in general,
The hair flip.
in general,
So good.
for guys, like get a haircut, trim up your beard, you know, buy some new clothes, you know, spray some cologne on. Spencer's got tons of cologne. He
No
can
hat
give
fishing.
give you for free.
Yes.
And for women, you know, put a little makeup on every so often, do the hair, do the like. There's definitely
That was a crazy take.
and well, I think that speaks of it speaks about the personal worth that you feel on the inside. It's going to be reflected on the outside. You know, that you would, you know, present yourself in such a way that, you know, you would understand your beauty, you know. And so that's what I got. Seek God,
Put on
know your
makeup.
personal worth. Look for somebody you can be friends with. Don't be busted.
Don't be busted. Don't be jank.
Praise God.
No, I mean that's true. Like
Jank is such an iCarly term.
yeah, it is. And you know what? Ken loves those shows. He
I don't
really
don't
does.
know iCarly.
Yeah,
though.
but
I don't
you
know
love that
iCarly.
era of shows.
I am definitely more of a Drake and Josh guy
Yeah.
myself, but so
Cat dog.
Crazy.
All right, so you heard it here first. Don't be busted. Catch you on the next one.
it's a KTT.
Yeah.
Don't be
Ken
busted.
never looks busted. Look at him.
Come on.
Dude.
Don't.
I
Don't
can't even.
even-
Don't.
I,
All right.
I'm just
Don't
gonna
do it. Don't
stop.
do it.
Love and peace. Put it back up. Put it back up, Jake. Love and peace. You heard
Madison.
Oh, hey, peace and love,
you
guys.
heard it from Daniel.
Peace
Love
and
and
love.
peace. Go down to Java Shack. Check out Daniel's
Yeah,
quote.
go to Java Shack. Ask for the Ken special.
That's it.
It's
There
a
it
pumpkin
is.
spice latte.
Love and peace.
Extra cold foam.
There it is.
Cookie butter cold foam.
All right, guys. Seriously, though, we love you. We hope you took something away from this episode because it was a really great discussion.
It's a
Thank you.
humdinger.
It was a humdinger. Madison, thank you so
Madison,
much.
great addition.
Yeah,
thank
Thank you
so
for
much
having
coming
me.
on.
Fake applause.
job.
Fake
Yeah.
Second
applause.
ever guest on the pod.
Let's try that intro again. Hey guys, thanks. So
No,
happy
no,
to be
no,
here.
just do it with a bye.
Hey,
you guys.
I'm so glad that you were here.
Guys, I'm just so. This was like what I needed. You have no idea.
We're getting
80%
sued.
domesticated.
We're getting sued.
Perfect.
Crazy.
Shout out.
No.
Bye
Have to cut
bye.
that in post.
Bye
We
bye.
can't.
Too
We
late.
cannot
Already
do
did
that.
it. Already did it.
I'm going under a rock after this.
The Not Safe for Sunday podcast is recorded in the loft. Our production team is Spencer Berriman, Jacob McCall, and John Walsh. You can find us on social media at NSFS Podcast. If you'd like to join us for a Sunday service, you can find us at Conquerors for Christ Church, located at 972 Reed Road in North Dartmouth, Massachusetts.